Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of Transition Tidings. Tidings means the sharing of news or information, and that's exactly what this is. We're going to share news and information around the transition process and how the school works to reduce any anxiety and obviously add to what I imagine is quite a lot of excitement ahead of starting OIEA, Ormiston Ilkeston Enterprise Academy, in September. So the first thing I need to say is a huge congratulations for securing a place. September will see 220 students start at OIEA, which is a record. We have never ever had a year group this large, and we've never had the number of applicants that we had this year. So yeah, welcome. We are really excited to have you, and we can't wait to welcome you to the school and start working with you. These tidings will include the opportunity for us to share some information, explain a few things around how school life and how we work, preview some key events and key information, key dates, and share some hints, tips, and a little bit of guidance where we can as well. An example of some of the topics we will include in these tidings. So this first one will focus on the transition timeline. And we'll talk about values and culture because that's important to us. We'll talk about transition evening and transition days, uniform, equipment, introduction to key members of staff, attendance, because there is nothing more important than great attendance, and much more. So the main focus of today is the transition timeline, the transition process. In March, you've received your offer, and you would have been informed that your allocated school is Ormiston Ilkeston Enterprise Academy. You would have then received a welcome letter from ourselves, and as soon as that happens, our wonderful transition coordinator, Miss Callahan, she starts working with the primary schools and starts to find out as much as we can about the students that we are welcoming in September. And her visits and information gathering will continue for the next few weeks, and she will go out into every single primary school and find out about every single student that's coming our way. This week, you've had the uniform information shared with you as well. You'll have further transition day information shared in June, and that's where you'll find out which house you're in and which form group you're in and which form tutor you have. Transition evening is Monday the 7th, and that's where we welcome students and parents into school to find out all about the transition days that are happening on the 8th and 9th. And then September, early September, the start of September will be your first day at OIEA, which is really exciting. Like I say, I'm going to keep these really short, but if you've got any questions, email Miss Callahan. Her email address is on screen now, and be sure to follow the school social media channels to keep up with more information. Thank you very much. I look forward to talking to you again very soon.